Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. According to CNBC, a historic rally in chip stocks during the second quarter added a combined $2 trillion in market capitalization to Micron Technology, Intel, and Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. This surge reflects a major rotation by Wall Street investors who expanded their artificial intelligence portfolios beyond market leader NVIDIA to include a wider range of semiconductor suppliers. During the quarter, memory maker Micron led the gains with an astronomical rise of the Ortut 640%, fueled by skyrocketing memory prices driven by AI demand. Legacy CPU manufacturer Intel jumped 216% as it builds U.S. factories and capitalizes on and-device AI. AMD also saw its value nearly triple, adding $615 billion to its market cap. In contrast, NVIDIA gained a modest 15% during the same period, while its major cloud customers experienced mixed financial results. Analysts describe this market shift as a potential changing of the guard in the AI sector as capital flows into companies that provide critical complementary technologies for AI infrastructure, such as memory, processors, and networking gear. According to a report by CNBC, artificial intelligence safety and research company Anthropic is launching an internal drug discovery program. This initiative is part of a broader push to develop and sell artificial intelligence tools to pharmaceutical companies, highlighted by the debut of its new product, Claude Science. Eric Cotterer Abrams, Anthropic's head of life sciences, announced the program at an event in San Francisco. He explained that the internal program will focus on discovering treatments for neglected diseases. Evelius droa desi as exetzenio dascamasend of co de saucrate, so heaven tell by diese mind experi wunter sodi from the casement set te you. Abrams emphasized that building the best models and tools for the life sciences industry requires Anthropic to gain first-hand experience in the drug development process. As a public benefit company, Anthropic can prioritize projects based on patient benefit rather than purely commercial viability, while the company has not yet specified how it will handle promising drug candidates. This move aligns them with other tech giants like Alphabet, Apple, and Amazon, who have all made significant investments in the healthcare sector with varying degrees of success. According to Al Jazeera, Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez announced on Tuesday that negotiations with the United States have reached a complete standstill, showing no progress toward lifting sanctions. Rodriguez accused the U.S. government of issuing constant threats, imposing coercive measures, and attempting to derail a planned United Nations General Assembly debate scheduled for July 7 regarding Washington's long-standing trade embargo. Under President Donald Trump, who is serving his second term, Washington has escalated pressure on Cuba, effectively cutting off its foreign oil supply since January. The resulting fuel blockade has crippled Cuba's energy grid, leading to massive blackouts and severe humanitarian impacts. United Nations Human Rights Commissioner Volker Turk warned that infant mortality has doubled, with children dying due to a lack of essential medical supplies, and urged an immediate end to the blockade. Despite Havana making concessions, including prisoner pardons and historic free market economic reforms, the Trump administration has continued to ramp up pressure, issuing sanctions against Cuba's state oil company and top leaders, including President Miguel Diaz-Canel. According to Asahi Shimbun, Hideko Hakamada, the 93-year-old sister of Iwao Hakamada, who was recently acquitted in a high-profile retrial after spending decades on death row, spoke at the World Congress Against the Death Penalty in Paris on June 30. Standing before international participants, she delivered an emotional appeal, stating her deep wish for the death penalty system to be abolished as soon as possible. June 30 marked exactly 60 years since the 1966 robbery murder incident in Shizuoka Prefecture, for which her brother was wrongfully convicted. Hakamada emphasized that the struggle was not just about saving her brother, but about ending the system entirely. French President Emmanuel Macron, who also attended the Congress, strongly criticized the death penalty, arguing that it does not make society safer because it lacks deterrent power. During the event, President Macron briefly spoke with Hideko Hakamada. According to a journalist who translated their exchange, Macron told her that he advocates for the abolition of the death penalty every time he meets with Japan's prime minister. Apple shares plummeted by 6.12% on Thursday, wiping out approximately $265 billion in market value, following an immediate price hike on several of its major product lines. According to NBC News, the tech giant raised prices on MacBooks, iMacs, iPads, and the Apple TV, in some cases by as much as $200 to offset skyrocketing memory and storage costs fueled by the global artificial intelligence boom. While the price of Apple's cornerstone product, the iPhone, remained unchanged, the sudden price increases shocked industry analysts, who noted that Apple rarely implements intra-cycle hikes without launching new models. Apple CEO Tim Cook recently warned that memory supply inflation was becoming unavoidable due to tight supply, driven by the massive build-out of AI data centers. The memory chip market is currently dominated by a handful of firms, and the resulting surge in costs has been dubbed Ramageddon Online. Microsoft's Xbox division also announced console price hikes due to similar pressures. NBC News reports that this supply chain strain comes at a transition point for Apple, as hardware chief John Ternus prepares to succeed Cook as CEO this September. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.